Hey guys, welcome back to Terra God New World. In today's video, I want to give you my 2-weekly update for my new account, which is going quite well. We just managed to clear because we're at the end of the week as well. To be fair, I'm like 14 days and probably about 8 hours into the account, but I wanted to finish off this stage and use my final mercenary because I just about missed out on using a final mercenary to clear a stage. And also I'm changing my strategy on some of the stuff I've talked about in previous videos, so I want to go through that as well. So first of all, this battle was about a 5x deficit. I'm about 1.9 million power. The enemy team is at about 10 million, which I was amazed that we managed to do this. Now I got my Ehua up to 30 exclusive equipment, and basically once she gets a bomb buff and she has Evan to keep her alive, it's just GG's. It's just a matter of getting her to her ult with having these three alive essentially. The tricky thing is sometimes just getting Bomb to use his ability where he gives her the attack, but once I've done that and I get one Evan ult and Bomb's buff ability, it's pretty much GG's from there on. So she has been absolutely nuts for me. Now, even though my Huarian is maxed in terms of 5-star rainbow, that team really struggles. Even at a lower deficit, it's the team that's struggling now because she doesn't have the bomb support, she doesn't have the Evan support. And the thing is with my Ehua, I've got her slot 1 and 2 S gear, so she's got the extra damage through that, and she has that 30 exclusive equipment, which is making a massive difference. So as you can see, as long as she gets towards using an ultimate, like you can see, she just melts the whole enemy team and it doesn't even matter anymore. Like we just destroy everything. She is absolutely nuts for me. But like I said, she does have the better team because she is running with the bomb and the Evan, which is a crazy comp. And then, oh shit, I clicked the replay on this one. Give me a sec. But yeah, she is just absolutely nuts for me now that we've got that investment, especially into the exclusive equipment. But that's where I'm changing my strategy on what I said in one of my previous videos, where now, like previously I said I was going to work on Bunny on a Box Girl. I hate her name, so I'm not even try. I just can't say it. But now I'm switching and I'm going to focus in on Huarian and getting her to 30. I just need to get any bit of investment into this as I can. And as you can see in this one, I had to mercenary and Evankel to go ahead and clear this one. Like this was a lower deficit. We're fighting against R and SR units, but I just could not do it. I just could not do this stage. My Huarian, basically her damage isn't enough at this stage where she couldn't, like Kuhn was her first target and she just couldn't kill him. She'd use 2 ults and not be able to kill him. So that's where my account is lacking at the moment. So that's where we're at. We managed to clear that. Now this stage was 19-4, so we're on to 19-5. Now the other mercenary that I did use was on 18-40. There was no way I was clearing that stage. It had dud as a hard. It was an absolute nightmare, so I had to merc that one as well. But like I said, at the moment, I did go ahead and pick up that second piece of gear in my previous video that I was considering for my Ehua, which I think was a great call. It's really helped her as well, so I'm happy I've got those 2 on her. She doesn't need the defensive ones as much, so the next thing I'm focusing on the account, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and focus on this exclusive equipment and get her up next to all the way up to level 30 because I just want those stats. Obviously we get the attack in here, it's like the only offensive stat, and then these 2 are both defensive effects, so it's literally just the stats I'm trying to get from that. And I also need this piece of gear. Luckily I do have an A+ one, but I really want that S piece of gear here, and then I'm going to try and I'll pick up either the slot 2 or slot 3, whichever one comes up next, because obviously the evasion and accuracy are going to help her as well. But I feel like because Ehua can push such a high deficit, it's meaning that Huarian is just lacking the offensive capabilities for me at the moment. Still a fantastic unit, but this is like the first chapter I've noticed where she's starting to struggle, but I'm hoping with that extra investment it can help her out a bit. And hopefully we can start making some headway into some more stages. So that's where the account's at. Like I said, we're about 14 days and 8 hours-ish into the account. We're at 19-5. I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making. One thing I noticed is I stupidly jumped in once I got to chapter 19 to do the conquest mode. And I'm going to have to spend some time in this one in the next day to try and clear it. I should have just swept it, but the problem was the last clear I had was on chapter 16. So I was either going to sweep the chapter 16 clears or struggle through this. And as you can see, I'm on currently the first enemy in the whole thing, and they're already over my power. That is not good signs of what the last enemy is going to be. So I'm going to have to get some good RNG in this to even clear it. And if I can't clear it, I'm worried that I'm just going to get 0 rewards for this thing for a little bit. So probably should have used the quick rewards and just taken the chapter 16 rewards, but I got greedy, and yeah, I kind of may have boned myself a little bit in that sense. Now the next thing is I'll probably make a video on this. We should get into the high ranker arena once this resets, because I think I'm in the challenger thingy mabobby. Yeah, there we go. I'm ranked 12 in that, so I should get into this, which is going to be something interesting because it's a new thing that I haven't experienced in the game yet. So I'll let you guys know about that one. As for Ranker Arena, you know, we float between probably around rank 13 and rank 30, just depending on who snipes who and stuff like that. Regular Arena, we've done all right again. Not many people are attacking us anymore. I don't think anyone's attacked me over the last while. Yeah, so these were all my offenses yesterday. I've still got to use my 5 attacks today. But yeah, no one's really been attacking, which has been helpful for me over there, because obviously weekly we get the extra 3,000 gems, which is super handy. As for the trial, I can probably push the trial area. I've done obviously all the faction ones to the max. The trial area, we're on 179. I can probably push this. I just don't spend too much time in the trial area. I just haven't needed to yet for the resources. I'm not summoning at the moment, so I'm not trying to push it for the summons. But as you can see, we're not at much of a deficit there. We're less than a 3x deficit, so we can definitely push through this a lot harder. But at the moment, I'm just not too stressed on it. I'm more focusing on trying to finish off my campaign run for the week and get my mercenaries out of the way. As for over here on the ranking board, let's take a look where we are. We did get to rank 3 when we cleared chapter 18, but then we have been pushed back to rank 4 because Godslayer has he's punched up to the 19-12. So that's where we're at over there. Not too stressed on the leaderboards at all. I just want to try and compete in the high ranker arena and see what it's like. That's all I really wanted to do on this account. So I'm happy about that. Besides that, that is pretty much where we're at. But like I said, the Ihwa and getting the exclusive equipment and also getting the whatchamacallit, the gear as well, has helped a lot. So let's jump in here. We'll do a little bit of a push, see if we can clear some stages. For this one, once again, with the Ihwa, we should be pretty good. That'll make this all. So what's going to happen on this stage is all these guys will go down here and attack my Data Mashni. He'll run. Hopefully he doesn't one-shot. The problem I've been having is my Grey, even though she's on my second best mage gear, she's getting one-shot by enemies on basic attacks, which is killing me because normally I just let her get a basic attack and then she fears them, but lately she's been getting one shot by basics, which just really hurts. And then we just go for the what I like to refer to as the holy trinity. We just get the bomb buff, we get an Evan invincibility, and then we delete everything with Ihwa, and it's just GG's from there. Essentially is what we're looking at. But obviously if I got Ihwa to Rainbow, it would be even easier to do this. But like I said, the problem on my account now is not my Ihwa and her dupes, it's my Huarian and her damage dealing capabilities compared to where the ceiling is on Ihwa in a yellow team with Bomb and also Evan. I've tried mixing up, putting Ihwa in the red team and putting Huarian in this yellow team, but it just doesn't work as well. So like, yes, Huarian can work in the yellow team with Bomb and with Evan, but, oh dude, we died. But the problem is that, then Ihwa really struggles in the red team. So it's that massive support. Honestly, having the luck that I had on my Bomb along the way has been huge for me. He's at 2 purple. Once I get him to 1 red, I'm going to stop, take him off the wish list, because the thing that I really want with Bomb is just that upgrade into the one that gives you percentage of your attack and defense. It is so huge. It just really helps with a little bit of survival, but mainly the damage dealing capabilities of your main damage unit. And that's the huge thing that he brings with that. So those dupes are so good. Whenever you get to the 1-star of a new range on Bomb, it just feels so good because you know you're getting that upgrade. Can we get the Evan invincibility here? No, we can't. All right, just getting unlucky on the RNG here. We're getting super close. We're getting super close. But like I said, these ones are pretty safe. We're at the stage where we're just like we do need a little bit more damage out of the Ihwa if we want to one-shot them in the first ult. But I'm not too stressed about that because we can just hold on a minute and we can wait for the RNG to get it in the second ult, because upgrading her, like I said, is not going to advance my account to the next level. It's really upgrading the Hwarian and that second team that needs to happen. Dude, that hat slapped me. All right, I'm going to clear this and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we managed to do it. We ended up going with the suicide Evan approach, and sometimes RNG is crazy. Just let the Evan die and it works out well. Essentially what happened here is with him going front row and dying instantly, it left my Ihwa firmly in the back row, meaning that the hats didn't come to her too early. And as you can see, she pushes that hats, which means hats is then going to focus in on the Data Mashni, and that just makes it pretty much easy days there. So Data Mashni goes in and then she ults just, I think. Yeah, she just gets an ult to teleport away, but we got the kill. It's all done. Job done. Happy days. So let's go into the next one. Let's see if we can get to this next boss. I'm curious to see. I know I can just scroll up to see what the next boss is, but I like doing a little push up there. Something I've been having a lot of trouble with in this chapter, in these in-between stages, is rocks, because Bomb will give him the buff, the defense buff and attack buff, and the dude is just so hard to kill. Like, so hard to kill. So let's go ahead and do this. We probably don't need you in there now because we got that. We can probably bring the Hwarian, and Hwarian might survive well enough. Let's see. Let's give this a test. I'm not too sure how well it'll work, but we'll see how we go. Let's see. Sorry if you can hear the screaming. The kids are going nuts getting ready for school. All right, let's see. Okay, Hwarian, get your path up, please. Please. Yep, Evan. Yes, good. Iwa. So we should have this, surely. We've got like everything we need. We've got second ult. We're going to get a second Iwa ult as well. Surely we get this. But as you can see, that rock, like with that... does he have the buff? I can't even see it on his head. Does he have it? Who cares? Camera was changing too fast. But yeah, in the early stages, like I think it was like 19-1 or 2, like he got the buff from the bomb and I just could not kill the dude because it had a more tricky team as well. That team wasn't too tricky, so it was all right. Let's see what we got here. 19-7. We do have a hat, so that means I'm going to go like this. We're going to bring out the gray. That should be fine. We'll put you there. We'll put you there. This is the sort of formation I like. It's a matter of if we can deal with these hats. This is very similar to the stage 2 stages ago. So I think we should be okay. Let's just see how this goes. Let's just see how this plays out. And we should go and push the hats back now as well. Unfortunately, Bomb got killed, which means we don't have the bomb buff, which is going to hurt our damage a lot here. And we may not have the damage to get this done. Evan ult. We need to land a kill. Yeah, see, without the bomb buff, we're not landing the kills, which means we're not getting the energy to go into our second ult fast enough. So we need Bomb to survive. I didn't even manage to see what killed Bomb, unfortunately. I'm going to put him there. Maybe it's the assassin dude. I can't remember how the assassin dude targets. But I'm just going to switch this up and see if the RNG works. Let's just see how it goes. Let's see. Okay, Bomb's still alive. He's getting his buff now. He's doing his buff. Okay, buff's up. Now we need Evan to ult to save us. Dude, Evan, you're too slow, buddy. You're too slow. Can we do this? No, we can't. We can't kill that hats. All right, I'll be back in a sec. I'll get it done. Okay, so we managed to clear it on that one. We ended up having to do the manual play. The problem was that Data Mashni was using her ult and basically running away from the hats and allowing the hats access to the rest of my team. So I just put it on manual and didn't use Data Mashni's ult until we'd gotten through everyone else. So you'll see here Data Mashni sitting at full energy. And then I'm going to leave her until after I get everyone else's ult out of the way, just so that she can keep the aggro of that hats. You can see there we're going to get the invincibility now. Let's see. So now we're going into invincibility range. We're going to use gray as well, I think. And then here I think I just put it on auto because she's about to die. So then I just put it on auto to see what happens. And we luckily get the kill on the hats without him killing us through the shield. And there we go. So that is that one. Let's jump into -8 and see what we have here. So I mean, this team, we realistically should be able to do this comp again and get it done. It's just a matter of, once again, getting that survival to happen. Once again, we are at a pretty big deficit here above a 5x. But this one here, honestly, these are very similar teams. And this is where I'm really going to struggle here. Because if I'm not using a mercenary, it looks like it should be easy. But these stages are just damn hard for me. So we're going to put you back in that slot. And then we'll try... I don't know, we'll try like you. I had been trying. I gotta go, dude, I gotta bounce out and do this guy's dupes because I just never do the ones I don't use. Just because I'm like, I got this like ranger gear because if I swap that, you can see I got a second piece for the rangers, and I think I got a second one of these. No, I don't. Okay, so yeah, that's the ranger gear I got. We're just getting the yellow drops, the S drops on those ones, but you know, let's just slap him in. For a bit of fun. See, I'm not sure with this assassin, how this assassin works. I'm curious if the Zahad can take all the aggro. Let's just try this one. I kind of want to put you there, but you'll see this assassin will one-tap my Grey. Grey's on my second best mage gear, and she will get one-tapped. I guarantee it. I all but guarantee it. Dude, I just want to get the fear on. Can she do it? Can she live? Can she live? Because it was the same on the previous one. The assassin was one-tapping her. Let's see. Yep, one-tapped. Yep, and then he just kills my whole team with basic attacks. Unfortunately, that didn't work out how I'd planned. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. And then let's put another buffing unit in. Let's put you in there, and at least we get that starting buff no matter what, even if she dies. But that way the assassin has to attack Datamashini. The only one who might not attack Datamashini is Shibisu. And if he doesn't, then I will swap to Grey again and let Grey fear him so that he can't basic attack spam my entire team and kill them. Because we basically just get deleted by basics. Okay, yeah, so you see Shibisu, basic, dead. So it's going to come down to if... The big if Grey can survive a one-tap here. So and this is becoming the problem with my yellow team, is that my control cannot withstand a basic attack, and that's where we're losing. Oh my god, please live. Grey. Oh, we did get the fear. She died, but she got the fear. Okay, can we get the Evan? Did we get the bomb buff? We did not get the bomb buff by the looks of it. We've got an attack buff, but that's the attack buff she gets while using her ultimate. So honestly, if we could get that again, but get like, we need that RNG where we fear, but then we need to get the attack buff. Okay, we missed everything there. All right. That stage is going to be tricky. I'm going to have to play around with that one. But I want to see if we can do this first stage. We'll try one more time and see how we go. But these things take tons of retries and like tiny little shuffles and stuff like that. I can also swap my Huarian gear onto one of my supports if I need to. If I think it's going to make a massive difference as well. But at the moment, I don't know. Let's see. Can Bomb get his buff? Oh, he's so close to getting that buff. He's so close to getting it. So what I'm going to try here is, dude, this is the annoying thing. Like Bomb... He starts on that side, but he overlaps to the left and like gets ahead of Evan somehow. He always does like... Bomb has the weirdest like start of battle pathing that I've ever seen on a character. Like, he just loves shuffling around the joint. I don't know why, but he does. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to... we have to do some reassessment there. But like I said, if we can get that bomb buff onto the Ihwa and get an Evan ult, we're pretty safe. It's just a matter of getting that bomb to use his skill to buff. He's just so slow at doing it. And that is the biggest issue I'm having at the moment. But let's see if we can get it done again. But to be fair, I don't think I'm going to beat that second stage no matter what. So I think I'm going to be bricked here for a little bit unless I use a mercenary to clear it. But I don't really want to do that yet. Yeah, once again, we got spammed by basics. I might have to upgrade a second set of mage gear just so that Grey can survive these basic attacks now, but that's pretty much where we're at, guys. That's an update on the account. That's a bit of a push, see what we're doing. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the high ranker arena, competing in there, and see how that goes. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.